Thanks, Chris. As Chris mentioned, my name's Tyler Sniff. I'm one of the co-founders of PhotoRankr, where photo sharing meets the market. Last year, 771 million digital cameras and smartphones were sold. Already, 116 billion photos have been shared across various social networks, such as Facebook, Flickr, and PhotoBucket. Despite the fact that people are taking high-quality images like never before and sharing them across social networks in record numbers, there's currently no easy way for these people to sell the best photos that they have online. On the other hand, image buyers pay over $2 billion every year on stock photos. And the demand for images by these buyers, it's growing exponentially for both in-print and online uses. And the fact is that these image buyers, they have access to only a limited pool of stock photos, a pool that simply does not satisfy their ever-growing need for more custom and creative content. And so what are these image buyers doing to satisfy that need? Well, they're actually turning to social media. In fact, last year, as found out by PhotoShelter, 56% of all image buyers use Facebook to try and locate new photography talent. Now, you can imagine how difficult it is for these buyers to navigate those social networks and find that photography talent and find the best photos on those networks. And so what's needed is really one platform that will aggregate all of this user-generated content and sort out the best photos for those buyers. If such a platform existed, it's estimated by several sources that that $2 billion photo licensing industry would increase to $18 billion. And so the solution is PhotoRankr, through a social network that allows photographers to share, view, and rank each other's work. And this process serves as a kind of social filter, filtering out that user-generated content, the best of it rather, to the marketplace, where image buyers can easily find, license it. Now, if image buyers are not able to find what they need on PhotoRankr's marketplace, they can crowdsource their image requests by using PhotoRankr's crowdsourcing feature known as campaigns. And campaigns really allow them to satisfy that need for highly custom and creative content. So how does PhotoRankr work? Well, let's take Chris Sloan as an example. Many of you know Chris as an accomplished lawyer, but until now you may not have been aware that Chris is actually an accomplished photographer. And so Chris would like to share and sell some of his best work in his spare time. Well, he can upload some of his photos to PhotoRankr, where he has on his profile his own portfolio, a personal storefront that contains the images that he wishes to sell, and a photo blog that allows him to express his passion for photography across the social network. Once Chris's photos are on the network, photographers like Chris, they interact with his photos. They rank them, they comment them, they view them, they favorite them, and in response, some of Chris's photos will become trending on the network. Chris will see that some of his photos are trending, and he may wish to offer those photos for sale. Well, he can log into that personal storefront, and in just a few clicks, he can set the price of his photo and the license options that he's most comfortable with offering. When he sets that price and license, his photo is instantly placed on PhotoRankr's marketplace, where image buyers can find Chris's photo, not only by searching traditional stock metrics like orientation or license type, but also social filters they can search with, such as trending, top ranked, or even the reputation of a photographer. And it's these social filters that allow those image buyers to find that top photography talent, that new photography talent that they really need, and satisfy the ever-growing demand for custom and creative content. Alternatively, if an image buyer comes to PhotoRankr's marketplace and they can't find what they need right away, or they already come with a very custom need in mind, they can crowdsource for that request with our campaign feature. All they need to do is type in a description of their photo, the license type, the license terms that they want, as well as their budget. And in response, photographers like Chris will submit photos to the campaign and receive feedback from the image buyer, which tailors the submissions and improves the quality of the campaign. If a image buyer finds the photo that they need through the campaign, PhotoRankr generates an automatic license agreement at the end of the campaign. So that's how easy it is to use PhotoRankr. Likewise, PhotoRankr has a simple but proven business model We charge for subscriptions, and we also collect commissions. Depending on what subscription our photographers choose, they have several value-added features. They receive unlimited upload capability, image tracking technology that lets them see how their photos are being used across the web, and a custom domain name. On the commission side, we collect the 30% commission on all marketplace and campaign transactions. And so in just the few months that our team has been in Nashville, we've accomplished a tremendous amount. We've had a 100% month-to-month user growth rate, and we've grown from 200 photographers to over 1,150 active photographers. And those 1,150 photographers, they've individually uploaded 11,000 pictures. And we just recently implemented batch upload, which will allow them to share more of their work more efficiently. Most impressive, however, is the amount of time these photographers are spending on our network and engaging with other photographers. On average, they engage with the network for 12 minutes per site visit. With respect to campaigns, we've been able to test that crowdsourcing feature this summer at Jumpstart, and we've hosted 10 campaigns so far. Moreover, just this past week, we had a lifetime subscription membership offered to a group of our early adopters, our zealots, if you will, and we've had a successful conversion rate amongst those early adopters. So it's no secret that there's several businesses operating in the online photo sharing and photo licensing arena. But none of these competitors combine all of the aspects of PhotoRankr like PhotoRankr does in one platform, which is really what image buyers need and photographers want. For example, Flickr, it's a popular photo sharing network, but there's no integrated marketplace and social network with Flickr. Or 99 Designs, which is a profitable crowdsourcing business for logos and graphic design needs. It can't crowdsource photo needs. Or Getty. Getty is an established stock library, but it marginalizes non-professional photographers because it carefully screens all of its content and has strict controls over the licensing and pricing of those photos. Finally, SmugMug. It has a personal store that many photographers enjoy, but it has no community. There's no social network that's part of SmugMug. And so PhotoRankr combines all these aspects into one platform. It has an integrated social network and marketplace. We have the capability to crowdsource photo needs. We also are an open platform. As I mentioned before, photographers set their own prices and their license options that they're comfortable with. And finally, there's a strong sense of community on PhotoRankr. People really enjoy logging onto the site every day and interacting with other photographers. So you heard Chris talk about the tremendous talent and drive of our team, and I want to just briefly mention the team again. Jacob is our CEO. Jacob Sniff, he has prior startup experience. Matthew is our Chief Technology Officer, and he has built a successful social network before called College Cambio. He's also developed several iPhone applications. Noah Willard is our Product Officer. He's a talented web designer. And myself, I serve as the head of business development for PhotoRankr. Our mentors and advisors are helping us build the site, scale the social network, and bring PhotoRankr to market. Chris Sloan, we're proud to have as one of our mentors. In addition, we have Matt Mueller, who's helping us with technical issues as they arise. Mark Harris, who you heard present earlier today, he's helping us with pricing strategy and our financial modeling. We also have Harris Gilbert, who's helping us forge strategic marketing partnerships and bring PhotoRankr to market. And then we also are proud to have Jermaine Bear, who's assisting us with general business strategy, and Charlie Park, who's another technical advisor. And so the key to PhotoRankr's success, because it's a social network, is growing that photographer base. Right now, I said we're growing at 100% month-to-month growth rate. Well, in our projection, we've scaled that back to 30% month-to-month through the end of this year, at which point in time we'll hit 4,500 photographers. By the middle of next year, we'll have 18,000 photographers on our social network, which is a critical number in terms of generating marketplace transactions. At that point, we'll have about 200,000 images on the site. Eventually, in 2015, we hope to have 600,000 photographers on our site. Based on that photographer growth, that's really what drives our revenue projections. Early on, as our photographer base continues to expand, our primary source of revenue will be subscriptions, and we'll begin charging subscriptions this fall. As we get a critical amount of photographers and photos on the social network, we'll start to see marketplace transactions pick up. And by 2015, marketplace transactions and campaign crowdsourced requests will actually be our largest source of revenue. So where is PhotoRankr going? Well, it's instructive to look at just how far this team has accomplished in just a brief amount of time. In April, we launched the alpha version of our product. This summer at Jumpstart Foundry, we built and tested our crowdsourcing feature called Campaigns. And just this past week, we launched a total site redesign, which included a fully functioning image marketplace. Going forward, as I mentioned, we are going to hit 4,500 photographers by the end of this year. In March of next year, we'll be releasing our iPhone application, which will be a mobile version of PhotoRankr, and it will allow our users to upload high-quality iPhone photos and license them through our web platform. And then, as I mentioned previously, by the middle of next year, we'll have 18,000 photographers on board, at which point in time, we'll see marketplace transactions really start to pick up. And so, in order to continue building site functionality, scaling the technology in the social network, and bringing PhotoRankr to market, we're seeking $400,000. In conclusion, I want to say that it's just the beginning of a trend of licensing user-generated content online. As a New York-based venture capitalist and accomplished photographer asked, what happens with everyone with a digital camera nowadays starts thinking about how to monetize some of their best work? Well, it's a very powerful question, and the answer is PhotoRankr, where photo sharing meets the market. Thanks for listening to my presentation. Myself and the team look forward to continuing the discussion after the presentations and hopefully having you join our team.